Good morning and welcome to Empowerment Technologies. Today we're going to discuss the Information in Communication Technologies or ICT. I'm your professor, Mr. Michael L. Guetta. Let's begin with the most essential learning competencies. Compare and contrast the nuances of varied online platforms, sites, and content to best achieve specific class objectives or address situational challenges. I have here a brain teaser, also known as the four picks one word. But in my case, or in our case, I have here a four picks three words. It's a word of guessing game. It presents you with four pictures and then tasks you with guessing what specific words fits with it. So I hope that, or I guess rather, that you have your idea about it back of your head. So what is it? Say it. Okay, information, communication, and technology, or the ICT. So let's have now the introduction of ICT. As you can see in the pictures, no, there are different devices or from what is so-called the data provider down to the monitor, CPU, and the motherboard. Okay, so what is information and communication technology all about, or the ICT? It deals with the use of different communication technologies such as mobile phones, telephones, internet to locate, save, send, and edit information. So, by using different gadgets or devices, we can save the informations that we wanted to save or to secure. Okay, and you can also edit those information. It's a study of computers as data processing tools. It introduces a student to fundamental of using computer systems in an internet environment. So today or nowadays, no, aside from dealing with the new phase of technology, just like computers, iPad, tablets, etc., we are dealing also with the fast pace of internet providers or the holistic itself from computer to internet. So how is ICT in the Philippines? How it works? Well, in the Philippines is dubbed as the ICT hub of Asia because we have a wider or broader provider of this one. Because of a huge growth of ICT related jobs, one of which is BPO or business process outsourcing, or also known as the call center agents or centers. And the one who are working with that are the call center agents. And for all we know, some of you are targeting to be part of that BPOs, or if I'm not mistaken, some of you are part of that already, no? Okay, so ICT department in the Philippines is responsible for the planning, development and promotion of the country's information and communications technology or ICT. Agenda is support of national development. So this ICT helps us to improve the telecommunication of our country. Now, what is the difference between computer and the internet? Internet or internet. Computer, an electronic device for storing and processing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable programs. So compute in an electronic way. No? Uh, this one, um, he made the different programs or variables into a program using electronic devices. Okay, so next one is the internet or the internet. is the global system of interconnected computer networks that use the Internet Protocol suite, or the TCP or the IP, or the IP address, I should say, to link billions of devices worldwide. Worldwide. So, what is the function of the WW dot or the World Wide Web? Since internet is uh, provides us connectivity, so what is World Wide Web all about? An information system of the internet that allows documents to be connected to other documents by hypertext link, enabling the user to search for information by moving from one document to another. Okay? Para siyang isang malaking library. Okay? It's an information space where documents and other web resources are identified by URLs, interlinked by hypertext link, and can be accessed via internet. Okay, so that is the World Wide Web, and it was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. The different online platforms or World Wide Web. So we have here three different World Wide Web or the evolution of it. Okay. So the first one is the Web 1.0, refers to the first stage in the World Wide Web, which was entirely made up of the web page connected by hyperlinks. The next one is the Web 2.0, is the evolution of Web 1.0. By adding dynamic pages, the user is able to see a web page differently than the others. Allows users to interact with the page instead of just reading the page. The user may be able to comment or create user account. So in this part, um, you have the free will to comment, to edit, or to create your account for that, for you to be able to save, secure, and edit those information. Okay, or to access freely. Next is the Web 3.0. This platform is all about semantic web. So when we say semantic, they are interconnected with different devices and different applications. Okay, it aims to have machines or servers understand the user preferences to be able to deliver web content. Now, what are the trends in ICT? Do you have any idea? What is it? Convergence. One is convergence. It's the synergy of technological and advancement to work or a similar goal or task. For example, besides using your personal computer to create Word documents, you can now have your smartphone to do that. Just like what you are doing right now. Once you want to connect with one another, you must have your computer or the desktop. But now, as what I have used, what I am using right now, my laptop, and you, as a receiver, you are using your smartphones or Android phones, right? So that's how convergence is. Now let's have the social media. It's a website application or online channel that enables web user to create, co-create, discuss, modify, and exchange user-generated content. So just like the Facebook, the YouTube, the IG, the Yahoo, or the Tumblr, that's what that those applications are the examples of social media. Now let's have the six types of social media. So the first one is the social networks. These are the sites that allows you to connect with other people with the same interest or background. Once the user creates his or her accounts, she can set up a profile and add people, share content, etc. For example, Facebook, IG, YouTube, and many others. Now let's have the bookmarking sites. Sites that allow you to store and manage links to various websites and resources. Most of the sites allow you to create a tag to others. So the example of it is the Pinterest. Okay? The next one is social news. Sites that allows user to post their own news items or link to other news sources. The user can also comment on the post, and comments may also be wrong. Example, the Reddit. Now let's have the other one is media sharing. Sites that allow you to upload and share media content like images, music, and video. And for all we know, the best example of it is YouTube. Next is the microblogging. Focus on short updates that the user, those that subscribe to the user, will be able to receive these updates, just like Tweet or the Twitter. And the blog and the forums allow user to post their content. Other users are able to comment on the said topic, and that is the Tumblr. Now, let's have your mobile devices. For all we know, the popularity of smartphones and tablets has taken a major rise over the years. This is largely because of the device's capability to do the tasks that were originally found in PCs. No? Just like what I have said a while ago. No? Before we are using desktop, then develop it to a laptop, and now all the applications details and the previews in those tools can be seen in our smartphones or Android phones. Okay, so several of these devices are capable of using a high-speed internet. Today, the latest mobile model device used is 5G network, which is currently the fastest. Now, what are the mobile OS and how is it function? Is it applicable to every smartphones or Android phones? So let's see. AUs used in Apple devices such as iPhone and iPad. So this is not free. Okay, you need to pay for the accessibility of it. Next, the Android, an open source OS device developed by Google. Being open source means mobile phone companies use this OS for free. So the first one is you have to pay for it, but the second one or the Android is free to use. And the other one is the BlackBerry OS used in BlackBerry device only. So I hope you learned something or you gain insight and information with regards to introduction of ICT. Now let's have our reflection. What application software did you use the most in your computer or laptop or Androids, and why? Then number two, why information communication technology or ICT is important. Then number three, does information communication technology or ICT form us, or is it us who form information communication technology? Explain your answer and give an example. And number four, how will you describe the Generation Z using the computer software? So it's time for you to reflect on those questions. Okay? Now let's have the activity 1 and 2. First, explore how to make pre-C presentation via link. Okay? I have here provide some link. Okay? Then use pre-C create a presentation that compares and contrasts terms in the salient presentation. Your insight is 300 words. Then the activity number 2, using Facebook, create a short video campaign message on how to follow the IATF health protocol. Okay, so I guess that's it. And I will wait for your answers in our Google Drive. So again, thank you. Always remember, in every situation, ask yourself, what is the big idea? This is Mr. Michael Guetta saying goodbye.